So, as I told you, I'm a fifth-generation native. My roots start in the Hardy County area, down in the middle of the state, southern middle of the state, around Avon Park, Zolfo Springs. My great-great-grandfather was named John Coker. He was part of the Coker family, big cattle family down there. He was a preacher, but the family was in cattle. And the other side of my family, my grandfather on my dad's side, grew up, or mostly grew up in Dublin, Georgia, but ran away from home when he was fairly young and took off and made his own way picking. He was a migrant crop picker, migrant fruit picker. But over the years, made his way down to Florida, ended up establishing what became our family farm and homestead in Lake County. And he became a true Florida cracker cattleman. Had several hundred head at various times, depending on how things were going and what was going on with the family. There were days that when I would work cows with him as a young man, I would see him ride a horse all day long with a whip in one hand and a rope in the other. Never touched the reins of that horse. Worked those cows all day long. And that whip that he had that hangs in my study now, that was like an extension of his arm. He could reach out and touch you if you weren't doing exactly what he wanted you to be doing. It was kind of amazing to see. My dad came behind him, and he went off to vet school and became a veterinarian, largely because he didn't see that as being a sustainable way to raise a family. Practiced veterinary medicine for 30 years and forgot why it was he went off to vet school, so he sold his vet practice and went back to farming cattle. And then he remembered. Now, I grew up working those cows, and I knew that I never wanted to be a cracker cowman. But fate has a way of messing with you. And I'll tell you more about that in just a second. But there's a song that my dad in particular, coming to the folk festivals to hear me play, would hear some other folks play, and he heard this song a couple times, and truly, it just really obviously run a chord with him between he and his dad. And this is one that we've been doing occasionally, and Ron's gonna lead us off. This is the old Cracker Cowman.
His beard may be stubborn like a cut-over sugarcane field. His clothes may be tattered. The look in his eyes lets you know he won't heal. He's from a breed that has died, but he has survived. The world he once knew is gone. He's an old cracker cowman, existing a long way from home. Stream over land, used to be scrubbed cow trails. Interstate highways have taken the place of old Mr. Flagler's rails. Condos rise from the land and space shuttles fly. When the old cracker cowman don't know how it all passed him by. The beginning and ending of an era now gone. Men like Doc Norman somehow let the bottle get them down. These old Florida cowmen, they're like eagles tied to the ground.
And dirt bikes scream over land that used to be scrub cow trails. And interstate highways have taken the place of old Mr. Flagler's rails. Condos rise from the land and space shuttles fly. And old cracker cowmen don't know how it all passed him by.
No, the old cracker cowmen don't know how it all passed him by.
Frank Thomas. Would you like to get back to your seat? You've been trapped back there. You've been so nice and not coming up here. You could come on up. We kick you or something, but that's all right.
I know.
Now, as I was saying, I had no desire, none whatsoever, to be a cowman. I worked summers with those cows all my life, and I knew that I wanted no part of it. Now, my father lived to be 85, and he left me so many things I'm so grateful for, a tremendous work ethic and way of living that I'm tremendously grateful for. What I was not so grateful for was the 250 beef cattle that he left behind in 2019 when he passed. As I mentioned, I was the only surviving son, and my mother was already gone, so I was it. Not only did he leave me the 250 beef cattle, but just after he passed, the cows all began dropping calves. Now, this is something I've been through before, but not as the guy in charge and not as the guy having to feed these things and make sure they get to market eventually. I've had people say, you know, I've got 20 acres out here. I could get me a few cows and just put them out there because you just fence it in and they just eat the grass. And then, you know, you get somebody's bull and then you get to say, there ain't nothing to it. There ain't nothing to it. I got news for you. I have said frequently that there are people that are committed to a vegan and vegetarian lifestyle, and some of them are very fervently into animals' rights and the protection of animals, and think that cattle ranching is wrong. But I'm here to tell you that if any one of those people will come work cows with me for 2 weeks, by the end of the second week, they're going to kill and eat something. Because there ain't nothing on God's green earth dumber than a cow. And they will aggravate you to no end. If you really want to know what instead of that romanticized version of the cattleman that you may see on TV, this is what it's really like. This is called Cowman's Way. Work from can't see until can't see.
carefree.